I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from.
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mariota on the keeper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Early on the tackle.
They go play action. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Raiders 0. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 31, Carr. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Carr completes it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. It gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Kaiser White on the tackle.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Call it no gain there on the first down play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd.
He's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Easton Stick keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know the punt's better.
The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards on the game there. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Now a play fake. Carr forced out to his left. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll buy some time right. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. A little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 97 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that's only the 3rd time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people risking throwing it, so you expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks. for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research. The other two, 2014 Lamar Miller. The other
I know the other one.
Okay.
That's 1939. Andy Urim. I was there. Oh, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now the second down throw on target. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
From the gun, Mariota. He'll look downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here is Eckler. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he stopped immediately there.
Austin.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They sack him back at the 42. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Caught. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let... It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught, it's Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. There of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
In a 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.